Hello. I've got you on screen share today so that I can show you how I use my product 30-minute metrics to track my analytics every month in 30 minutes or less. 30-minute metrics is built in a program called Airtable. If you're not familiar, this is completely free to use. And 30-minute metrics shows you exactly how to set up and customize everything. So I've made this super easy to use. So let's get started. This is my fake business, Muse the Boss, which specializes in handmade slippers for cats. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into my weekly quick track, and I'm going to add an entry for each of my offers. So you can see I've got quite a few offer types in here to use. I'm going to start with my paid products, and today is the 3rd of 2022. I'll link it to January. And here I would go into my shopping cart provider and check my amounts. So let's say I sold $300 of this product. It doesn't have anything to do with clients or services. So I'm going to go over to product freebie. And this is my Cattastic cat slippers for cats. We'll say I sold 100 of them and I had 500 sales page visits that I would check in Google Analytics. So that's my entry for this week for my cat slippers. I'm also going to enter a paid product entry for my ultimate cardboard cat tank. Let's say I made $150. I sold 2 of those and I had 10 sales page visits on that one. Then I'm also going to create an entry for each client. So I'll say services, January, and we'll say I signed a new contract this week, so $650 with Goose the Flurkin. He's a really good client. I'll check new client contract since this is a new contract for the new year. And the service, he really likes my standing up to your cat one-on-one training. And I would also then check my opt-in page visits. And let's say I had 40. So I do that for each of my new invoices. You can put my invoice number over here. And I would just keep going through for each of my types. If I have any ad revenue that I want to add, or let's say I had some freebie opt-ins this month. No amount for freebies. Come over here to this. My ultimate gift guide for humans who love cats is my freebie. So I select that. And I had 20 opt-ins and 100 opt-in page visits. The opt-in page visits I only do once a month. The rest I do once a week. So if I am doing this on the last week of the year, I would enter my opt-in or sales page visits. If I'm doing it any of the other weeks, I'll just leave this blank. You only have to put it in one entry for it to calculate. If I want, I can also use the form instead of the grid. If I open the form, this just depends on how your brain works best for entering these things. You can pick the entry type, and then it'll only give you the fields that you need to enter. So if I am entering services, it'll ask me who my clients are. So I can select my client, say whether or not it's a client, a new client contract, add the service, the amount, and the date. month. And then click submit. And it'll say thank you for submitting the form. And then after about 5 seconds, it'll repopulate. So you can keep adding new things from the form too. And that will just pop them here into the grid when you're all done. So I enter all of my revenue and my freebies into my weekly quick track. And then I come to my email tracker and pull up my email client and put in each of the emails that I've sent this week. You can do this part weekly or monthly, depending on how many emails you send out. So the same thing, we'll just enter all of the information, say how many I sent, how many were opened, and how many clicks I got. And then it'll automatically calculate your open rate and your click rate. And then I'll come over here to my monthly quick track and I'll enter all of the information for this month. So let's say $500 in expenses, 2 service inquiries. I have 500 subscribers. It'll show me how many new opt-ins I have rolled up from the weekly quick track based on what you put in there for freebies. And then I'll pull up Google Analytics and put in my website information. Total sessions, users, bounce rate, session duration, and then the traffic that I'm tracking. And that's it. It might take a little bit longer if you are also doing YouTube and a podcast, if you're choosing to track all of that. In 30-minute metrics, I walk you through narrowing down what you actually need to be tracking so that you're not tracking everything, even if you're doing everything. We try to keep it really simple and to the point so that you're only tracking the numbers that are going to be the most useful for you. So then when I go in to review this, I can go to my CEO scorecard and see that my total revenue this month was far below my revenue goal. It'll also show me my total revenue this year, my annual revenue goal, my progress to annual goal year to date. This is how close to my goal I am, only taking into account the months that have already passed. So right now we're only into the first month of the year. I'm 29% of the way to my monthly goal. In February, it'll take into account the monthly goals for both January and February and so on. And it shows me my expenses and my profit loss this year. I can also review my annual summary. Some of the annual things, I can compare them to last year. And if I need to review things any further, I can always go over here into my services tab and see what services I've sold this year and how they're doing. Look at my clients that I've served this year, get some summary data for them. Same thing for my products and freebies, see how they're doing. I've got paid offers this year. I can look at just my freebies this year. All products or all products lifetime. I can look at my affiliate revenue. So I can track my analytics really quickly and I can review them really quickly. If you have an Airtable Pro plan, you can also go into your dashboards here. I've got my CEO scorecard and that gives some of my summary data here, including some charts. I can see how my revenue is broken down by month this year. It'll show me how much I did in paid products, how much I did in services, my revenue breakdown this month, and I can get some similar things for other categories. All of this comes baked into 30-minute metrics. It's all highly customizable, and along with the template, you also get a complete video training series showing you how to set up and customize my template so that it's perfect for your business. And that includes guidance on exactly what you should be tracking for your business based on your business model and your goals, and how often you should be tracking each thing. If you want to grab 30-minute metrics, just click the link in the description box below, or you can head to abbyblumsuds.com, 30-minute metrics, and click Get Started for just $37. I can't wait to see you inside.